Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla, if you don't know me. And if you do know me, you know that I'm back with another random video. So today I'm doing my first ever mukbang. I'm super excited because I love this food. I'm excited to eat this with you. I don't know if you can see the steam because I reheated it because it was getting a little cold, but so this is super basic, but it's, you know, Panda. And I get double orange chicken with white I get double orange chicken with white rice and rangoons. And I like to put this sweet and sour sauce on the rice. I can eat orange chicken probably for the rest of my life. Like, if I was only allowed to eat one meal, it would be orange chicken. So I didn't upload last week. The reason I did not upload, you guys, is because I was super stressed and I was busy, but I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. But first, I feel like they put crack in their food, you know? Because I've just been obsessed with them. I don't even know why. Like, I've seriously been super obsessed to where it's like, I think about going there all the time. And I don't, but I think about it like all the time. And I feel like I used to have this obsession with Smoothie King and it was really bad. And I feel like now it's transferred over to Panda. And it's bad, guys. Like, it's like low-key an addiction. And it's annoying because I'll have like food at home and I'm like, I have food at home, and then I'm eating my food at home all sad. I'm like, I wish I had like the ASMR microphone so I could put it right here and you guys could hear me chewing. Because I actually love those videos. Like the ASMR mukbang videos, I watch them like all the time. I love them. This is like wine. You gotta like smell it and like... I hope everybody's New Year's has been going good. I think it was on Instagram. I swear, there's sirens for no reason. Like, okay, I can't concentrate. Okay, I was on Instagram and I saw this comment and basically this person was saying that their New Year's has started off like super bad. And it was on somebody's post, but they were basically saying that they feel like the year is already screwed up for them. And I literally understand that so much. Thankfully, like the beginning of this year for me has been going really great. But one time, y'all, not one time, but I remember the most recent time that I felt like my year was just going so horrible. I remember during the last 3 months of the year, I kind of like put myself in this mindset of like, even though it's not the new year yet, I still have time to turn things around. And I made like so many changes in the last 3 months of the year and I got so much done during those 3 months than I had like in the entire year. And it was like good, like it was a lot of good stuff that was happening. And I like have this mindset of like, I don't want to wait until like 2025 if something is going wrong this year. Like, I kind of see things in 3 months. So instead of waiting to have that like new year, new me mindset until the next year, I just wait like 3 months, right? So if it's like January, February, March has already passed, then I'm like, well, now it's like a new 3 months. And now I can like reset in the year and like turn my year around. And you know, I know that like time and like, you know, the years and the days and everything, it's just a way for us to keep track of time. It's not really that serious. Like, it doesn't really mean anything. Like the whole new year thing, it doesn't really mean anything, but that's also helped me to not have to wait for an entire new year to turn things around for me, like if I feel like things are not going well. So I just like kind of adopt that mindset for like the last few months of the year, especially if it's like June and it's like that 6 month mark, I feel like that is like also like, hey, like we still have the other half left and I can still like change things. But I hope that y'all's year is going good. It's only been a month. But last year went by too fast. Like, it was actually ridiculous. Like, how fast it went by. Because I literally remember the resolutions I had for last year. I remember where I was when I wrote them down. And it feels like yesterday. Like, it went by so quick. So for this year, I want to have the mindset of like, I have to be faster. Because I don't want to get to the end of this year and feel like, you know, it flew by and I didn't really do anything that I planned on doing, you know? Because that just annoys me a lot. You know, sometimes having a year where you don't really get anything done, I think that's still beneficial. It's almost like a rest year that you didn't really plan. And I feel like it can boost you for the upcoming year for you to be like, okay, like, I was really chill last year. Like, I can get more things done this year. Because I did not really get a whole lot done, you know? But not just last week, but recently, I've been doing this dental assistant course. And it's really short, right? But I didn't want to drag it on. I didn't want to wait last minute to study. So I told myself that, you know, after I study and everything, then I can upload or then I can film. So that's what I did. I'm not registered yet. I'm not completely done with everything. I still have to take a CPR course. And then after that, I believe I have to submit like all my information and it's like a process, but I'm not completely done. I am completely done, you know, with the course and the exam. But, you know, I still have that to get my CPR certification. These are so good. I've heard like so many good things about the dental field, so I'm really hoping that I can, you know, get a job, you know, once I get registered and everything. And I'm hoping that I like it. I really think I will because I've heard a lot of good things. Like, I know some people that do that. But I have like experience in phlebotomy. Like, I was a phlebotomist for a year. So I'm hoping that even though that has nothing to do with the dental field, I'm hoping that that would help me to get a job. Because everything, like all my other job experience is like customer service, which is like important too. And also, you guys, so I take taekwondo classes, taekwondo, like martial arts, if you don't know. And I was supposed to have a belt test, right? A belt test is basically like a test that everyone takes to see if you can reach the next level belt. Do you know what I mean? So there are like levels to show like how advanced you are, and that's what the belt test is for. And I have not had one. It has been so long, and I think it was delayed. I don't know if we're supposed to be having it now, but like I kept getting told that it was like, they were like, we're gonna have it this month, and they were like, no, actually it's next month, and they were like, wait, it's next month. And so I think it's because like it was like around the holidays, and then my instructor had to be out of class because he had to go like get a surgery done, and he like needs to be there, I think, for the belt test, so he was gone for a while. And so now we are finally having it. So I'm super excited. I don't want to talk with my mouth open, but this is like literally what the video is. Like, I feel like I'm being rude. I don't know. This is the video, is me eating. My friend, well, I became friends with this girl in the class when I started going. Oh my God. Guys, I just remembered I've been taking those classes for an entire year now. Like, this month marks my year. February is like when I started last year. That's so crazy, but I literally just remember them. But yeah, I met her when I started those classes, and we've been like the same belt level like this whole time. But she's not gonna be able to go to the belt test because she's sick, which is really sad. And I'm like, I want her to go, and I don't want us to be different color belts. And, you know, obviously like like in my head we were always going to be the same level, I guess. Like, I don't know. I mean, but it happens because, for example, there's this guy in my class that I believe he missed a belt test because he was supposed to be a belt level like higher than I am, but he missed the last one, so now we're at the same level. But he's really good. Like, you can tell that he's supposed to be like a level higher. Like, when we're in class, you can tell. Going to those classes has helped me like so much mentally, because I first started because I was so stressed out and I was like, I need to be forced to exercise. And I mean, I just love going. I wish, like, if I had things my way, I would go every single day, because I think there is that option to go like every day of the week except like the weekends. But my schedule doesn't allow for it, because like I work certain days. Maybe I'm just not that hungry or something, because guys, usually when I get this, I devour it, all of it, in one sitting. Like, because I'm like so like, it's probably because sometimes when I get this, it's after work and I'm like really hungry. But I'm happy I did this. I just wanted to do something chill like for this video, because I was like so stressed out, like I'd say like low-key like this whole month, because I really wanted to get certain things done, because I did not want my year to start off badly and then look at myself and be like, oh, it's your fault, so I was trying to get a lot of things done this month. And you know what I've been thinking about recently? I'm gonna move from Texas, and I know when I'm gonna do it, but the only reason that I feel like I wouldn't do it, or not wouldn't do it, but wouldn't do it when I'm planned to, is because of my taekwondo school, because I really like it. And I feel like the group of people we have they're really chill, like everyone's just, they show up, I feel like it's just a good group of people, and, I think we get taught really well. And I mean, I'm sure there are better schools, but I just know that it's like a good school, so I don't want to leave, I don't know, like too soon, I guess, you know what I mean? Because to become a black belt, it takes like years, and I've only been going for 1 year. I would love to stay there and like reach that level like there, but I know that I'm probably gonna move before that, so. But I'm really, really excited for this year. I feel like last year it was like leading up to this year, do you know what I mean? Because I feel like what happened last year and what I was able to get done last year, even though it wasn't as much as I had hoped, has like set like a foundation for this year almost. So I'm really excited for this year. I am like so ready to I feel like I'm in a way better mindset than I was at the beginning of last year. At the beginning of last year, I just was in this like, I was not in a good mindset. I was not focused. I just was like very going through the motions, and part of that was like the job I had last year, it was like super toxic and it was affecting me like really negatively. But I think that kind of messed up like my year, like going into it, because I was so stressed out like all the time, and I was just not able to do what I needed to do when I got home. And I don't even think I realized how badly that job was affecting me, like, until I left. Because I just, now, I am gonna be changing jobs, like that's why I'm doing the dental assistant thing right now. But like just in general, I just from my job experiences, because I've had quite a few jobs, it is so hard to find a healthy workplace, guys. It really is. Like, I feel like it's easier to get stuck in a toxic workplace than it is a good one where you can be sane like when you go back home. And so I'm really manifesting and just hoping that you know, the next job that I go into will be, you know, normal. But even if it's not, Indeed. Like, there is no shame in leaving a job, even if you've been there a month. If you know it's not right for you, then why are you wasting your time? If you can, I know everyone's circumstances are different, but I know for me, I could really, you know, if I needed to, I could just find something else. And I'm really glad that this job that I have right now has really helped me so much to have like mental clarity, because I work by myself and I'm not around anyone like all day long. And I really love that because I just ponder on what is important to me. I think about stuff that I want to get done. I can think about like certain goals that I have or something that I need to do this week. And I get like ideas like for things that I can do. And I just feel more relaxed like in life, like in general. If this job paid more, the one that I currently have, I would so stay. But I mean, this job that I've been at so far has served me very, very well for, I think I got it at a time when I really needed it, like mentally. And it's just helped me a lot, like, you know, mentally. But yeah, I'm just hoping that, you know, moving forward, I can make sure that I'm at jobs that are, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. Like, I can go and do my job and I can be a good employee and I can come home and forget about work. Because I've worked at so many bad places by now that like I can sense, it's gonna be so easy for me to tell if a workplace is like a toxic environment, because I've had that happen so often. But yeah, so I have that knowledge now, so I'm grateful for, or not grateful, I wish I didn't have to deal with that, you know, but like I'm just happy that I know that I will be able to like make that decision whether I need to stay or go. I personally, even if a job pays really well, if it's like a toxic environment, it's not worth it, and it just doesn't make sense to be there. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, dang, like maybe y'all are paying like this because you know how bad it is. I don't know. You know what I want to say, guys? I don't know if you guys know this creator, but his name is Nurse John. And his content is like funny, or he just talks about like being a nurse. And I was listening to one of his podcasts and he touched on this. He was like, when you're in a toxic work environment, he was like, if you're a nurse, right? He was like, I know you might care about your coworkers or your patients, especially. You might really get to know them and you want to take care of them. But, you know, staying in a toxic work environment is like traumatizing, and it's not worth your mental health, because even when you leave, you have the memory of working there. Do you know what I mean? And I think I resonated a lot with what he said, because you know, everyone's circumstances are different, but like for me, I don't have kids and I really just have to take care of myself. It doesn't make sense for me to, you know, stay somewhere when I know I don't have to. If I'm only looking out for myself, then I can find a different job, you know? I'm sure it's different if you have like a family to take care of, but I know that I don't. So it doesn't make sense for me to be pretending like I'm backed into a corner and I can't, you know, find something else. Yeah, I mean, I felt like, you know, he gives a lot of good advice, because he's just like talking about how, you know, in the medical field there is a lot of like toxicity. And I kind of experienced that, like, I mean, when I was a phlebotomist, I don't really even consider that job like medical field. But, you know, even at different jobs that I've had, like, I feel like it's very common to be thrown into a toxic work environment. But if you have the means to leave, then I really don't think it's worth the money to stay there. Because that affects you when you get home. Like, when you get back home from work, it affects you, and you're thinking about like how terrible your day was, and you're dreading going back, and you're like, I can't believe I have to deal with people that are so ignorant and stupid, and you're like, you're just like, how, like, what is my life? And I just think that it's not ever worth it, you know? And I think that younger people like myself, like, it took a while for me to figure that out because no one told me that. It took me a while, you know, I went through a couple jobs and, you know, now I am at the place where it's like, hey, like, you know, that's not worth it. And now I can see the signs, but I feel like when you're just entering the workforce, even if you are like 23 and you just finished college and you're getting your first job, I think it's easy to be in a bad work environment and think that it's normal because you just don't know. But if you are miserable, and if it's because of your coworkers or management or customers or patients, you know, chances are like you could find a place that is not like that, because that's really not normal for you to be like suffering at your job. Like, not that it's common, but it's not healthy and it's not worth staying there. So I just hope that like if someone like young is watching this, like, to not settle, do you know what I mean? Like, don't go through things, because like when you get older you're gonna realize that you should have left and you would have never had to gone through that. But I mean, that's at any job, even if you're getting paid a lot of money, or if you're getting paid like minimum wage, it doesn't, I feel like if you can leave, then you should. And you know, I think a lot of people will see that as like you're lazy, but it's not about being lazy. It's about like knowing that you will be a better employee and you will be better off in life at a place that values your work and at a place that values you as a person. And there's just common sense things that like management, like for example at my job right now, my boss is so sweet and she is like, you can tell that she cares. Like, it's not hard to see that. Like, you can tell that she really does like try her best, and that's it. That's all I need. Like, thank you. like simple as that. Like, when you can see that the people that you work with care, you're gonna know. You know what I mean? And it's important because I mean, it's, you know, like I said, like, it's hard to find, but you know, there are jobs where your coworkers or management truly do care and they know that you have a life outside of work and that you you know, they're gonna try and accommodate you. Not accommodate you like as if you're like missing work all the time or something, or being late all the time, but they're not gonna be ridiculous. They're not gonna be yelling at you or getting mad at you for the smallest mistakes. And, you know, putting stuff on you that you weren't even supposed to be doing in the first place, and they're like, oh, you're supposed to be doing this, when it's not even in your like job description. Like, even if it's your first or second job, I understand like wanting the experience and needing that to put on your resume, but it's still not worth like being mistreated at these jobs, like, because you can get experience somewhere else. And you know, in this area that I live in, there are a lot of jobs, but it might not be like that in someone else's area. So I understand feeling like you can't leave. But you know what? It's not going to kill you to apply somewhere. It's not going to kill you to go to an interview. Even if you feel like it's a waste of time and like you're not going to find anything else, just try. Because you don't know. You might, at that interview, everything might seem really nice there. They might even offer you more pay. And that can give you a way out of your old job. So it is worth, you know, taking the time to, you know, look at, like, have the mindset of like being like a hustler, like keeping your options open, and not in a way that you're always ready to like leave a job after like 1 week, but in a way that like you, it's like taking care of yourself, you know, and understanding that like as an employee, especially if you're a hard worker and you know it, if you're someone that you're like, I know I'm a hard worker, then yeah, understanding that you will probably be valued somewhere else, whether it's like getting the pay that you deserve or just having management that treats you like a normal person and respects you, and you know, not dealing with certain things that affect your mental health negatively. And guys, when I mean respect, I mean basic human decency, because I've been at jobs where I've been yelled at for no reason. I mean, straight up yelled at. Like I said, like people higher up than me giving me things to do that they're supposed to be doing and giving me extra work. Other coworkers giving me their extra work if they're like slacking off. I've dealt with sexual harassment at jobs. I've dealt with you know, being paid less than other people, even though I'm like in a higher position than them. You know, all kinds of ridiculous things. So if you're at a place that values you and you know that, then stay there. It's not easy to find, but it's better to try and find a place like that than stay somewhere that treats you like garbage. And on top of all that, I'm pretty sure all that stuff is illegal. Like, I feel like I've gone through stuff at my jobs that is actually illegal, but I just didn't really realize it because I saw this video. I don't know if you guys have seen that meme of this guy that said that he went around and he was like suing everywhere that he worked at for like anything. He would like call OSHA and he was like, guess what? And he'd like win. I was like, why have I not been doing that? I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, future employer, but I mean, that's smart. Because these jobs really do, a lot of places, when I say these jobs, I mean a lot of places really do be doing that. And also, unfortunately, in a lot of places, people that should not be in management get management roles. People that are lazy and don't have common sense, stubborn and egotistical, you know, people that are crazy and should not be in those positions. And it happens, y'all. I mean, you can't do anything about it. Like, it's like, damn. And you just gotta move on, like, get out of there. But I had this one job a long time ago that was, to this day, it's my favorite job. And our supervisors really did care about us. My coworkers were pretty chill. And everyone, you know, was really hard working there. And it was a really great environment because you knew that, you know, you weren't like, how do I say this? Like, you didn't have to pick up slack for other people that just didn't want to work, because everyone had to be on top of things or else things would not function. And our supervisors were just so nice and like super caring, and they were just like really, really great. And so I really, like, to this day, like, I left because they didn't really pay that much, but it was such a great job. Okay, you guys. So I am gonna be ending this video. Actually, I'm gonna read this first, but I will be ending this video, you guys. I am a really slow eater, so I'm gonna finish this off camera, but this video is already so long, so I'm gonna end it here. But let's open this. Have a clear sense of your priorities. Sorry, why did I read it like that? This says have a clear sense of your priorities. I do. What do you think this is? Anyways. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to see more of me. And I hope you guys are having an amazing new year so far. And I will see you guys in next week. I'll see you guys next week, okay?